Latto. And also, I am recording this video February 19th. I don't know when it's coming out, but yeah. What's the energy surrounding Latto and 21 Savage's relationship? The Four of Wands. The Four of Cups. The King of Cups. The Nine of Cups. Okay. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have, in the back of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. I mean, the Six of Cups. One more. Please. One more. Oh, okay, they gave me two more. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have the Ten of Wands. Okay. Y'all. Are they actually married? Are him and Latto actually married? I know she says, I saw somewhere where they said she calls him her husband. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. But are they actually married? I'm not sure. Because we do have the Four of Wands here. Everybody is happy. I mean, everyone's quite comfortable. He gives her money. he treats her fine. I mean, I don't really necessarily see anything like jarring or abusive or anything. He treats her fine. I can't necessarily ignore the two negative cards that I see here. Is the Four of Cups and the Ten of Wands. And the Seven of Pentacles here can talk about somebody's waiting for something in this connection. Somebody's waiting for something. It's starting to get slow. I feel like at first, when it first started happening, you know, there was fireworks, there was pew pew pew, you know. But it's starting to slow down a little bit. Their connection is starting to slow down. And I feel like it has something to do with somebody being overwhelmed and dissatisfied in other sectors of their life. And somebody allows other sectors of their life to influence their feelings towards their connection. And I don't know who it is exactly, but I do see that he treats her rather decently. He treats her decent. You know, and she's happy. You know, he gives her money. He treats her well. That's the energy. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. And I'm not saying that their connection, you know, nothing negative goes on in their connection, because I do see, I'm not saying that the connection is perfect. I don't think so. But it's not bad. You know, it's not bad, but it's not like perfect either. Is 21 Savage really married? Hold on, let me turn on this light. Can y'all see now? Period. Is 21 Savage really married? Wow. Is he legally bonded to someone else while he's dating Latto or with Latto? Is 21 Savage really married to someone else? We have the Four of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Emperor. We have the Two of Pentacles. Y'all, I think he was married, but he doesn't want to be with her anymore. I think they got married while he was still in his hometown or the UK or whatnot. I could be wrong, but this feels like past energy. He was juggling two women at one point. Yes, he was. He was. But I feel like the connection between him and the other woman is dead. Is dead. Can you clarify the Two of Pentacles? Yeah, it was him. It's him that's like overwhelmed, stressed out. Y'all. Do I feel like he's still legally tied to this woman? Yes. And I feel like it has something to do with money or some legal ties, like or like something was arranged for business purposes when it comes to them. And I don't know. I feel like it has something to do with his family, because the King of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. These two are counterparts. These two could literally be married. When it comes to the suit, like these two could literally be married. And I do feel like because Latto, I do feel like that explains why Latto is so complacent with being with the married man. I feel like she knows what's happening behind the scenes, and I don't think she can say anything, because the legal ties that him and his woman have going on is bigger than her somehow, some way. I don't know why. And so, but he don't like this woman. The energy between him and this woman, I feel like they're stuck with each other legally. I don't know what this is, but it could be, y'all, it could be something as simple as child support. Because apparently I did read that they have kids together. It could be something as simple as child support. I don't know, but she can't necessarily say anything about it. I do feel like she does get embarrassed when people try and make her seem like she's just this homewrecker. I don't think that's Latto. I don't think that's her. That's not her. She gets embarrassed when people try to make her out as this homewrecker. Does he have kids with this woman that he's legally tied to? Does 21 Savage have kids? I feel like he does. Yeah, I feel like he does. And maybe not kids as in plural, but like maybe just one. Maybe just one. But I could be wrong though. How does Latto feel about said wife? How does Latto feel about said wife? Y'all, it's colder than a bitch out here. And everybody's suited and booted outside walking. Which I'm gonna get out and walk too. I need me one. How does Latto feel about said wife? How does Latto feel about 21 Savage's said wife? 6 of Pentacles. The 5 of Swords. Oh, sorry y'all, hold on. Give me a second. The 4 of Wands. Like I said, I feel like she knows, you know, what's the deal between him and her. And so she tries her best to be okay with it. And I feel like she is. I think he has given her some reassurance. But this was like a drag. Like, she feels like this whole wife situation is a drag. Like, she feels like it's a drag. And she understands. You know, I feel like a lot of people need to give Latto credit. I feel like Latto is mature. And I have to give her credit for that. I feel like she is mature. I feel like she has a decent head on her shoulders. Despite her age, I feel like she does understand. And I feel like people should give Latto's intelligence and cognitive dissonance a lot more credit than they do. Because she understands their dynamic. But she also feels like it's a drag. It's a drag, like, but whatever. It almost feels like an energy of it is what it is, you know? Like, just enduring it all the time, almost. I do feel like sometimes when it comes to responsibilities, I do see a child here. I do see a child here with the Sun card. And I feel like when it comes to some responsibilities, he has obligations to this woman. She sometimes doesn't like that. I feel like sometimes his obligations to this woman keeps them from hanging out or spending time with each other, sometimes. And it could be because of a child. Interesting. How does the wife feel about Latto? How does 21 Savage's said wife feel about Latto? The 4 of Wands again. The 8 of Cups. Yeah, interesting. Then we have the 3 of Pentacles. And we have the 8 of Wands. This woman also feels older too. I do feel like she's actually like older in age, like 30s. mid 30s, early 30s. She's older than Latto. This energy feels mature too. She feels like okay, girl. I mean, again, she doesn't have feelings for him either. I don't know who this woman is. Whatever they got going on is dead. But the Ten of Pentacles still remains. It's like, as long as he takes care of his child. And I feel like it's one child. With the Three of Pentacles here. She feels like Latto, I mean, she knows that him and Latto are in a relationship, obviously. And she doesn't really necessarily care. As long as she takes care of his child. Or takes care of these financial obligations that he has to deal with. And also, I feel like she tries her best to live her life normally. That could include going on dates, working, making sure food is on the table, etc. You know, keeping up with her responsibilities on her end. Yeah, she just tries her best to live her life. I mean, I don't think she's really into the whole celebrity and public figure sort of thing. I don't think she's into that. Like I said, I feel like she's an older woman, just a little tad bit older. Not super old, but like a lot more mature than Latto is when it comes to physical age-wise, like actual age. Yeah, I mean, and she just wants to live a normal life. That's pretty much how she feels about Latto. She don't. How does she feel about Latto? She doesn't feel about Latto. She says, okay, I mean, whatever, as long as he's taking care of his responsibilities. Will 21 Savage ever marry Latto? Will 21 Savage and Latto ever get married? The Two of Cups. The Three of Swords. No. I actually see them breaking up. Yeah. Somebody's finna, and I think somebody's finna break up with them. Do I think it's in the near future? No. Probably like 2 years. 1 to 2 years. Next year. Okay. If it's not next year, then it's the year after next year. It's gonna take some time. And I see someone ending up solo here, someone alone, and I think it's Latto with the Queen of Pentacles here. I don't think he's gonna marry her. Yeah, and then he ends up being alone too with the King of Cups here. 21 Savage is showing up as the King of Cups, and I do think that he's very chill, very mellow. Doesn't raise his voice. I think he's actually a sweetheart. Despite having, you know, I think he's not that bad of a dude. In my opinion, I don't think he's that bad of a dude. I'm not saying he's perfect, but I mean, their relationship, their dynamic could be worse. I've read worse. Jay-Z. Let me not. But yeah, he's not that bad of a dude. And I feel like that's why Latto has no problem being so submissive to him. Because he's not that bad of a dude. But I do see them breaking up. I don't know why though. I do see both of them ending up alone. Why would Latto and 21 Savage break up? Somebody. I feel like it has something to do with. Y'all. Okay, there's a plethora of different things here. Okay. Like I said, I feel like 21 Savage is chill, and that could also mean his communication is not the best. 21 Savage may sometimes feel inferior to Latto, because she is a pretty girl, you know, she gets attention and all that, but he keeps it to himself, and he doesn't police what she wears and stuff either. It's like he wants to be chill. He wants to come off as this chill guy, and not let people know that something's bothering him. And I feel like he's currently feeling those feelings. Like, I feel like they're currently going through something like that. He just hasn't voiced it to her. Second thing that I'm saying here is, Latto, I feel like him and Latto want different things. And I feel like she's going to get tired of waiting to get pregnant and to get married. She's going to get tired of waiting. And like I said, and this just coincides with what I said before, he's not that bad of a dude. And Latto feels like, I think a part of Latto feels like she won't be able to get anything bad, get tied down to this man, and he's not ready. Second thing I'm saying here is somebody might get embarrassed. Somebody may not like their I think the embarrassment is going to start to become too much. I don't know who's going to get embarrassed. It might be the both of them, but I feel like it might be Latto, actually. About whatever her man is doing, like when it comes to the vlogs, maybe like the whole immigration thing. I don't know if is he legal now? Because I know he got deported back to where he was from, like probably like in 2019, I think. Is he legal now? I'm not sure. But somebody is going to feel embarrassed, and it's not like they're not gonna be able to take it no more. So I see three main things here as to why they will break up. But these things, it's not abrupt, it simmers. It simmers. These problems, these issues that I just named, they simmer, causing it to, be more causing it to explode, over time. I already answered this question. But will Latto and 21 Savage's relationship last? Will their relationship last? Like I said, I don't think so. No. I think that somebody is going to endure it a little bit more, a little bit longer. 2 years. I think someone's going to endure it a little bit longer, and then they're just going to dip out. They're just going to go. Yeah, I see somebody, yeah. Do I think they're going to last? No. But I will say, this energy can change, because there's a lot of good cards here. There's a lot of happiness, fulfillment, contentment, excuse me. I don't want to say 100% fulfillment, because somebody doesn't feel 100% fulfilled. Is somebody a water sign? I feel like it's Latto a water sign, because this bitch is delusional and say, oh, it's like she falls in love with the potential of the man. And I don't know, is that something that is a good thing? Because, or am I the problem? Because I don't know. I just feel like, is it a good thing that she focuses on? Is it a good thing that she chooses to see the glass half full rather than half empty? Because that's exactly what this is giving. She's choosing to see the glass half full rather than half empty. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But if I was in this situation, nigga, I would like if I want a kid and if I want to get married, I'm not going to pressure you. But I'm also going to directly ask you, like, hey, is this something that you want? And if not, I'm not going to further waste my time with you, regardless of how good you treat me. Like, I don't know. Am I toxic? Am I the problem? Well, that's what I'm seeing, y'all. Water sign or her Mars. Or maybe all three. I don't know. I'll look at her chart after. But, yeah. Let me write that down. Look at Latto's chart. And I'm going to look at his, too. Look at his. Look at his and see what it's giving. But, yeah, it says, oh, is she going to get pregnant by him? I don't think so. Is Latto going to get pregnant by 21 Savage? I don't think so. Because I see, ooh. Whoa, what the hell? Wait a minute. I don't think so, y'all. Yo, they might get a pet together. Might buy a house together. I do see them having an asset that belongs to the both of them. That you can consider, a materialistic baby or commitment or child or pet or whatever the fuck. But yeah, if she does get pregnant, I don't see it coming to term. I don't think she's gonna get pregnant. No. Yeah, no. They might get a pet or something. Or they might build a house together, buy a house together, and then call it their own. I see something like that happening, Yeah. Or they might even do something as simple as work together, like on a song or an album. I guess that could kind of symbolize a baby. I do see them giving birth to something that is their own. But I don't think it's a baby. How does 21 Savage Should I get the love oracle cards? It's 21 Savage. Genuinely. Oh shit. Okay. Wait a minute, y'all. I can't take all these. Hold on. Hold on. I can't take them. But I will take this one. Oh, I'll take these because they fell out. How does 21 Savage genuinely feel about Latto? I'm not ready to react out. I'm not ready to reach out to you, y'all. Is 21 Savage an Aquarius, or is he a Cancer, or like, you know, he gives Aquarius vibes, like very chill. Aquarius men are very chill, very easygoing, and they like their space. They like their space. They don't like when they what's that word? When their like girlfriend or their relationship partner be riding their coattail. They don't like that. They don't mind a clingy individual. They don't mind a clingy partner, but sometimes they just like their space. Because when an Aquarius's partner is clingy to them, that kind of validates their existence, because an Aquarius already feels different, othered, airy, you know, very like kind of like almost like a monolith, you know. They kind of feel like, stereotypically, Aquarius are always on the outside looking in when it comes to something, right? When it comes to either how they dress, how they look, how they act, etc., etc. They don't always necessarily fit into the box. And so when a partner is clingy with them, they like it because it validates their existence. It's like oh, someone likes being around me. However, they also like their space, you know? So anyways, how does he, what did I say? What did I say? See, I didn't even realize this card came out. Y'all, what does it say? We wanted different things. What did I tell y'all? And that's going to be the reason, one of the reasons as to why they break up. Because he doesn't want what she wants. And I feel like it's like a maybe later. Anytime she asks, she'll be like, maybe later. Like, man, now it's not the right time. And then he tries to persuade her into thinking like, oh, maybe he's right. Like, I am young. I am still young. I still want to preserve my body, you know, etc., etc. It's like, he has to be an air sign. Is he an air sign? Or does he have a big three? Is his big three consist of air signs? Like, anyways. Or his Mars, maybe? Or his Mercury? Anyways. I don't think his Venus consists of an air sign, no. What do I feel like his Venus is giving? Maybe an air sign. I mean, maybe an earth sign. His Venus is probably an earth sign. Because I do think that his love language is giving and spending time. Acts of service. You know, I know Venus and Virgo men, you know, they're very generous. They like to give, and they're calm, you know, very calm. They can be critical too, of their partners. But in a way, it's like almost endearing, but it just depends on how they go about their Venus placement. Just depends on what else is in their chart. But I want to say his Venus is Earth, something in Earth, or maybe water, but a very muted water placement, like Cancer, or I don't want to say Pisces, Scorpio. No, maybe a Venus and Scorpio, maybe. But anyways, like I said, he likes space, and I do think he does have love for Latto, and I think he's a very introspective individual too. It's him in the energy check. Didn't I say in the energy check that somebody is allowing their personal feelings or other sectors of their life to affect how they feel about their connection? It's him. He's very sensitive when it comes to him. There's like a lack of boundaries when it comes to, I don't want to say lack of boundaries, it's like emotional regulation. There's no separating how he would feel in his waking life, how he would feel in his working life and his love life. It's like, it's almost as if like, oh, say if Latto wants to do it, wants to have sex, right? And it's like, oh, he tells her no because he had a trying day. His day was rough. You know? It's like something like that. I do think that 21 Savage needs to be alone. And I think he likes to be alone. But I'm not saying he likes being lonely. You know, there's a difference. There's a difference between being lonely and wanting to be alone. I do think he likes to be alone, but nobody likes to be lonely. Um, and I'm not saying that they should call the relationship quits because just because of that fact, because I'm not saying that because I actually don't think that Latto should call it quits yet. It's not that bad. I don't think she should jump ship, not yet. And the relationship is going to come to a head in due time. They are going to stop pretending, getting tired of pretending with each other. They are. But his actions don't match how he feels inside. And yes, he loves her, but there's a feeling here of I don't want what you want, and I need my space sometimes. I need my space to think. And also I want you to understand that, you know, I might be going through a rough time, and so therefore I need my space to think. That's how he feels. But I do see that he actually loves her. I do. How does Latto genuinely feel about 21 Savage? I want you to love me for who I am. I don't know what I want. I need more time to reflect on myself. I want to message you, but I'm scared you might reject me. I hope you can forgive me. I feel ashamed of what I've been doing with my life. I don't know how to live without you. And I know I let you down. She loves him too. She loves him too, but like I said, she's tired of pretending. She's tired of pretending. And she knows. And it's like, I don't think he likes deep conversations as well. Like, it's like when she tries to have a deep conversation with him, she could feel the what's that word? Like, she could feel the like the repulsiveness. She could feel the pushback on his end. She could feel it. And she's tired of being okay with it. It's not to a point where it's like, I'm gonna leave this nigga. It's not that. It's just, it's a mild annoyance that she has, and with his communication style. But she loves him. It's just that this energy is actually quite straightforward, y'all. And it's just one little issue, one little hurdle that they have, and it's their communication. She wants something to change, but she's not very optimistic that it will. And there is a feeling here of they might be in separation right now, y'all, mildly, like a little bit, like they may have had an argument, or someone may be mad at somebody, or they just might be at two different parts of the world right now. I do feel like there's a separation here, but they're not like broken up though. It's just they're away from each other. I do feel like she puts this man on a pedestal, and I feel like she wants to appear as the ideal woman for him. You know, like, I do feel like there's a little bit of insecurity about how she is. I do feel like there's a little bit of a cultural difference here, how she acts versus how he acts. And I do feel like there's a little bit of being ashamed about that. She puts him on a pedestal. Yeah, with his I don't know how to talk to you card. And then the we wanted different things came out again. It's like, I don't know how to talk to you. It's like, there's like a little bit of a cultural sort of dialect thing going on that she's ashamed of on her end. It's the main thing, y'all, is their communication style is not that good. It's not that good. But I applaud her for trying to see the glass half full rather than half empty. You better than me, girl. You better than me. That's probably why I can't keep a man. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this reading. I'll see y'all next time. Okay, bye.